Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Lost intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned, as well as Trials of Osiris. So we're going to cover everything related to those two activities, as well as all the other farms, glitches, and cheeses that you can use heading into the weekend. But first off, today, XUR can be found in the Tower Hangar, and he is selling, along with our Exotic Ingram. We have the Vigilance Wing, which was always one of my favorite pulse rifles. I think it's the only one that actually has a 5-round burst, so I'm not sure how it's playing in the meta overall, but certainly one worth picking up. We have the Shards of Galanor for the Hunter class with a 62 total roll, 16 recovery, 14 discipline, and 14 intellect, as well as 13 mobility on that, so fairly evenly distributed. We have the Antius Wards for the Titan class with a 59 total roll. Not that great there, but 19 resilience and 20 strength, so kind of an interesting distribution. And then we have the Karenstein Armlets, which are my favorite Warlock exotic, with a 60 total roll, 17 discipline, 10 recovery, 10 resilience, 12 mobility, and 9 intellect, very evenly distributed. These are one of my favorites just because they keep you alive, especially if you're a solo player. Great ones to have. Now, I do have some very unfortunate news, and we will cover this a little bit more, I think, as we get closer to the end of this weekly rotation that is by reset. XUR is officially better when glitched than he is when he comes on Friday. And what do I mean by that? Well, some of you may know, some of you might not know, but there has been a glitch that has been kind of reoccurring now. I think it's been 3 weeks in a row, where if you happen to be in the place where XUR can be found on Friday, on Tuesday, whenever reset is in your particular zone of the world, you get to see whatever he is bringing for that next week. And this past week, he brought a pretty epic god roll on this weapon, the True Prophecy. It had a, I think, delayed payload, as well as a rangefinder perk. I'm not totally sure about the roll. I know it was delayed payload, though. This is not that roll. So, everybody assumed that we would be able to, if you didn't actually get a chance to buy it from XUR on Tuesday at reset through the glitch, that you would actually be able to get it again this Friday, as it was supposed to be the loot for the coming week. That is not the case. At least not the case this week. I think either Bungie caught on to this and they decided to change the loot pool, or at least the loot rolls, or it's just different loot altogether. Can't be sure about that. But the XUR loot glitch is officially better. So, on Tuesday, and again, I'll cover this probably on Tuesday, you want to be where XUR is today. So be in the tower at reset. When reset happens, XUR most likely will not disappear, but his loot pool will change. You won't have any of the new exotics, but you will have all of the new legendary armor and weapons for that next coming week, at least in name, but the rolls quite possibly will be different. And you don't want to miss out on any of these future god rolls, like delayed payload and a rangefinder perk on a 120 hand cannon like True Prophecy. Unfortunately, we have a True Prophecy with opening shot and demolitionist. We have the 7th Seraph Officer Revolver, which is a good weapon to have, also with the right perks on it. Not so much here with 4th times the charm and high impact reserves. We have the 7th Seraph VY7 submachine gun, which actually is a good roll, I would say. 4th times the charm and Dragonfly. This is a good one to have. We have the Wishbringer shotgun with threat detector and moving target. We have Long Shadow sniper rifle with field prep and moving target. We have the Steel Zybel Z14 sword, I think that's how you pronounce it, with Timeless Blade and Engardu. don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then we have the third Axiom with Surplus and Unrelenting. So, of what's left, I would definitely pick up the 7th Seraph. It's a sad day when it comes to the True Prophecy. So, the XUR glitch is officially better. At least it was for this week. So be here on Tuesday at XUR. It's like a second XUR day every week. At the reset, if you try to get here after, you might be able to catch XUR, but odds are he'll disappear. So I would just be here at reset, maybe even have the menu open for XUR. There is precedent for this. Something like this did happen in the past. So I would actually just keep the menu open, be here at XUR at Tuesday, and you might be able to get some really good loot that you won't necessarily be able to get again. At least not for the time being. Then we also have the legendary gear or armor. We have 61 total roll on the gauntlets. We have a 64 roll on the chest armor. That's pretty epic. I would definitely pick that up. For the warlock, it's a 23 recovery and 20 intellect. That's really, really good. Definitely get those. We have the helmet with a 59 roll, and we have the boots with a 62 roll with a 18 recovery, 13 discipline, and 18 intellect. That's also pretty good. On the second page, remember, we have the exotic cipher. If you already have an exotic cipher, you will not be able to pick one up. But I would definitely suggest, if you do have one, use it. Probably for some tower kiosk exotics. You can also use this one potentially for a tower kiosk exotic. There's some really great ones there. But that's going to be it for XUR today. We'll scoot on over to Saint 14. And today's Trials map is the Widow's Court. The flawless loot pool has been removed, so it's not going to be fun, I don't think. Or at least it's not going to be as fun as it was last week in Trials. We have the Eye of Soul at rank 10, and we have the Igneous Hammer at rank 16. This one with Outlaw and One for All, and Killing Wind and Clarity. We have the Sharu's Wrath Adept machine gun. And I believe that is it. Widow's Court is somewhat of an interesting map. There's some close range areas there. There's also some really big sniper lanes, especially kind of right off the spawn. I know a lot of people, I don't know how much people have played this map. As someone who played it a lot in Destiny 1, when they didn't actually rotate sides, so whatever side you got spawned on, that was it for the entirety of the match. It was probably the most one-sided map in Trials. Because if you spawned on the high side, which is the side that kind of has, I guess it's near, that would be near B flag, or A flag. Can't remember which flag that is. On the top left, there was like a spot where you could jump right up onto this van or this truck top, and you could snipe all the way down the lane as people were coming off the spawn. Any side that's the side that's opposite of where like the water's edge is there. I think everybody can kind of tell what high side and low side is on that map. Fortunately, now they do rotate, but it's a big advantage on one side than the other. And it really is a sad deal that they took out the flawless matchmaking pool. I think that really did bring a lot more people into Trials. Telesto also has been patched. There was a pretty sizable, there's been several glitches with Telesto. Every week there's a new one. So that's been somewhat patched, though I can see the patch is going to cause some problems as well. Now the bolts like reflect certain projectiles, and you can't stick them to your teammates, and they kind of blind you, the Telesto bolts. So, you know, I know something any second is going to be discovered with that. Just quickly checking out what Banshee is selling upgrade modules for today. Remember, on a good day, Based on what the Spider in the Tangled Shore is selling, you can pick up upgrade modules for a really good exchange. Today, Banshee 44 is selling upgrade modules for data lattice as well as helium filaments. And the Spider is selling a lot of stuff for legendary shards today. I'm just looking at it through my Destiny app, which I encourage everybody to have if you don't use it. He is in fact selling data lattice for legendary shards, so this is a great day to farm up on some upgrade modules. He's also selling Dusklight shards for legendary shards. He is selling Etheric Spiral for Glimmer, and he is selling Spin Metal Leaves for legendary shards. So if you're low on any of those things, might be a good day to go and farm them out. Remember, Spider will be leaving us come next season, and all of his loot and exchange will be delegated to Master Raoul, who I know is everybody's favorite person. Well, maybe he'll become more likable now, instead of just being that trolley guy in the corner who always looks like he's wearing a mask. I know it's Festival of the Lost, and maybe everybody's just got masks on the mind, but I feel like his mask and his actual face are kind of identical. But that's it for Trials as well as XUR. So now, just briefly, we're going to do a quick sweep of the solar system here and things you can take advantage of heading into the weekend for glitches and cheeses and farms. Of course, we have our Nightfall this week, which is the Corrupted, everyone's favorite strike. Though I actually think it is becoming a more favorable strike, as there is a really easy boss just melt strategy now, where you use a dusk field grenade and stasis, and you have a particular legendary linear fusion rifle. I can't remember the name of it, but it is available through the helm. In fact, we can head over to the helm really quick at the end. I think I can show you which one it is. The name escapes me at the moment, but because of the proximity needed to be to the boss now, you can actually stay away, kind of on the floating platforms leading up to the boss. Whereas before you kind of needed to be right near the boss to actually be able to do damage to him or her. And it's a lot easier, I have to say. I don't know why my destinations aren't loading. Please load. Let's go to orbit really quick. Maybe that'll help. So you can take advantage of that. You can also, if you can't melt the boss in the very first phase, you can actually carry one of the nodes through the portal into the Ascendant Realm and nuke the boss in there, which is actually a lot easier than having to go through the whole thing over and over again. Let's go into the helm really quick. I'll show you that legendary linear fusion rifle that you can pick up. And of course, if you are looking for some spoils of conquest and you're a solo player, like I know many people who watch my videos are, you can still, and I emphasize still, because people always tell me that this has been patched, and it's just because you're having trouble doing it, and that's okay, but it doesn't mean that it's patched. None of the stuff will be patched anytime soon. But you can still load into the, we'll go to the Dreaming City, load into the Last Wish raid, and glitch out of the map to the Kali encounter, solo Kali, very easily for 3 spoils of conquest on each character, so that's a total of 9. And then you can head over to the Vault of Glass and glitch in, get that first secret chest fairly easily on all 3 characters for 5 spoils on each character, so a total of 15. And if you're good, you know how to Sparrow Fly, you can actually get to the next 2 secret chests. So, you know, more spoils there. I believe that's a total of 45 if you can do it on all 3. So it's 3 secret chests. Yeah, I think that my math is correct there. quickly, let's just look in the loot pool. I believe this is for... What season is this for? I think it's for this season. If I'm correct. Where is the linear fusion rifle? It's not this season. It is season of the splicer. No. Wherever you can see a linear fusion rifle here. Is it this one? Nope. Must be Season of the Chosen. I thought it was Season of the Chosen. It is available through here. Not there. Not there, obviously. It's not any of these. Where is it? Where are you, linear fusion rifle? Tell me they took it out of the loot pool just because people were doing this. Sounds like Bungie. I think it's available through here. Let me just quickly... Surgeon's Tail. I have a few of these. Also, make sure when you are turning these in, make sure that the loot disappears on your screen. Otherwise, you're going to get the same thing over and over again. Just a little pro tip. See? If I did it again, I was going to get another one of those. Oh, here it is. I think this is it. In the Season of the Lost under Tier 2 focusing. Anyway, I think I've run out of engrams, unfortunately, but it is in there. So that's just for the Grandmaster strategy. Remember also that if you are doing any of the legendary lost sectors for exotic gear and you have this mod on, any one of these, I have the Discipline Armor mod, or any of the stat focusing mods on your Ghost, you can actually focus your exotics that you get from those legendary lost sectors. That still works. You can also do the lower tier lost sector to get the higher tier. So if you do the 1320 and you have a full inventory of engrams, like I just did, and now don't, unfortunately. But if all of these are full, you can get that exotic engram that you pick up from the chest sent to your postmaster instead of picking it up at the spot, and that'll be able to pick from the entire loot pool of all legendary lost sectors on the day. But that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something fun and helpful heading into the weekend. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you have made it this far, please leave a hashtag BeyondLight or hashtag Season of the Lost or a hashtag Witch Queen, because we're getting close to that, or a hashtag Festival of the Lost in the comments section down below. That'll give you an entry, or at least another entry, into our giveaway at 55,000 subscribers. Like, commenting, and subscribing also gives you an entry into that giveaway. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. Those give you entries into that giveaway. They all count. They all count on every single video that you do that. Obviously, the like, commenting, and subscribing and the things you can only do once, but the hashtags count for every single video. We're doing a Witch Queen Deluxe Seasonal Pass giveaway at 55,000 subscribers. So you don't want to miss out. Hopefully we get to 55,000 before the actual expansion launches, so nobody misses out on any of the new content. But as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. This has been a very lengthy Friday video. Thank you if you've watched all the way to the end, and of course, we will see you next time. Little!